New satellite images of North Korea show a new structure being built at a factory in the city of Pyeongchang.
Okay.
This after North Korean officials promised a Christmas surprise for the U.S. as nuclear talks between the U.S. and North Korea have been stalled since February. Bruce Klingner is a senior research fellow for Northeast Asia with the Heritage Foundation, and he's with us now to discuss the latest. Thank you so much for joining us. So what are these images out of North Korea really showing?
Well, these images are a factory that produces launchers for missiles, so it's not really indicative of missile activity, but certainly we're waiting for North Korea to do some kind of provocation. You know, although they said that what Christmas present we get depends on us, I think that was more rhetorical than literal. Throughout the year, they've had an end-of-year deadline for the U.S. to abandon its negotiating position. Then they will take more dire, though unspecified measures. So we may see something on Christmas, or we may not see something until the beginning of next year.
How concerned do you think we need to be about a possible military launch from North Korea?
We need to be very concerned, not that it would be an attack on the United States, but that as North Korea continues to go up the escalation ladder, and they've already done 26 missile launches this year, which were all violations of UN sanctions and resolutions, but a long-range sort of an ICBM test or a nuclear test would cross President Trump's red line, and therefore we may be back to the fire and fury threats of military activity from 2017, or the president may be tempted to go for a bad deal just to reduce tension. So any kind of North Korean provocations raises tensions and gets not only our allies, but should also get us a bit nervous.
Yeah, you mentioned the president after these tensions from North Korea. How has the U.S. responded so far to the, quote, Christmas surprise?
Well, we've indicated we're still willing to have negotiations. North Korea has always been the one that's closed the door on that. They've not only rejected working level talks, but recently they've begun rejecting even summit talks with the president. So they're trying to pressure us to come back to the table and by capitulating to their demands. So far, the U.S. for the last 18 months has really gone soft on our policy. We've canceled numerous military exercises. We haven't enforced our own laws against criminal activity by North Korea in the U.S. financial system. So we've been giving diplomacy a chance, but it really hasn't made any progress yet with Pyongyang.
Do you think that there's anything that North Korea could do that would bring the U.S. back to the negotiating table?
Well, by doing some kind of provocative action, we're really not sure how President Trump will react. He could feel betrayed by his best friend Kim Jong-un. He may go back to the threatening rhetoric of 2 years ago, or he may really want to save what he has said is his greatest foreign policy accomplishment, and he may go for the bad deal that it looked like he was going to sign in February. So we really are not sure of what the U.S. will do, though I think we're pretty sure North Korea is going to do some kind of missile launch in the next few weeks.
All right, Bruce Klingner with the Heritage Foundation, thank you so much for your insight and for joining us today.
Great. Thanks for having me.